Hello student, myself Sudhakar Tiwari. Once again I am here with my new video. In this video I will teach you all about narration. So narration is just English word, but it is derived from a Spanish word called narrata, which means to tell something. So whenever we are going to tell somebody's information to someone, we use narration. So whenever we convey someone's information or someone's message, we use narration. Either we can use direct narration or indirect narration. So we have two types of narration, direct narration and indirect narration. Let us have one example. He said to me, Rohan goes to school. So in indirect narration we can say, he told me that Rohan went to school. So in direct narration we can see we have comma and inverted comma, but in indirect narration we don't need comma and inverted comma. So in direct narration we are going to write the same sentence that was spoken by the speaker. That's why we are writing the sentence in inverted comma, but in indirect narration we are going to summarize whatever it was spoken by the speaker. That's why we are not having there comma or inverted comma. Now I will tell you all how to convert direct narration into indirect narration. But before I start teaching you narration, I would like to tell you something about sentence as well, because these are the sentences that we will use in our narration portion. So as we all know that assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence, optative sentence and exclamative sentence are the sentences that we are going to use in narration portion. These are on the basis of sense, but we have some more types of sentence which are on the basis of structure, like simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentence and mixed sentence, that I am not going to mention here in this portion, because this will be in other video when I will teach you about synthesis. Now assertive sentence is also known as positive sentence, or we can say declarative sentence. So Rohan goes to school, it's positive sentence. Rohan does not do his work is negative sentence. These two sentences are here to declare something. That's why we just categorize or name it as declarative sentence also and assertive sentence. Now interrogative sentence, does Rohan play with me? It's interrogative sentence. Imperative sentence, bring a glass of water. So whenever we are going to order or going to request, we use imperative sentence. Optative sentence, for blessing or for curse we use optative sentence, like may God bless you, may you live long. That's type of sentences. Now exclamative sentence, so it provides us to exclaim, means using this we exclaim whether it is because of sorrow or because of happiness. For example, oh no, I cannot go outside because of corona. Now let's start assertive sentence. We have one example here to make narration more clear. Rohan said to Mohan, Raju goes to school. Now see, this is direct narration. We have comma and inverted comma here. So whatever there is before comma is reporting part, and whatever there is after comma is reported part. In reporting part we have subject, verb, which is also known as reporting verb, then object, and in reported part we have the sentence that was spoken by the speaker. Now in indirect narration we have subject, verb, object, then conjunction, and then the entire sentence which was spoken by the speaker. We have the summary of that sentence here. Now how we are changing direct into indirect narration? Let's have some rules. So at first we need to remove comma and inverted comma, and we need to use that in place of this comma and inverted comma. Now see, we have that as a conjunction here after removing this comma and inverted comma. For example, Rohan said to Mohan, Raju goes to school. So see, Rohan told Mohan that. We are not having comma and inverted comma here, we are having that. Then after the sentence, Raju went to school. Now see, second rule. As we have changed this set into told, so why we are changing this? We have rule for this also. So whenever there is say, says and said as reporting verb, and we have object after reporting verb, so we need to change these reporting verbs into tell, tells and told. But we will change this only when there is object. If there is no object, we will not change say, says and said. It will remain the same. Now the third rule. Now see, change the tense. What do we need to do? We need to change the tense of reported speech also. So in direct narration, we have present indefinite tense. Now in indirect, now we can see that we have past indefinite tense. So we need to change in tense also. Now I'm going to tell you the rules to change in tense. So change in tense. Whenever we have present tense or future tense in reporting part, means when the reporting verb is in present or future tense, then the verb of reported speech will remain the same. It will not be changed. For example, Rohan says to Mohan, Ravi goes to school. Now we can see that here we have says, which is present indefinite. So we have reporting verb as present tense. So the tense of reported speech will remain the same. Now as we have object of reporting verb, so we need to change this says into tells. So Rohan tells Mohan that Ravi goes to school. Now next sentence, Rohan will say to Mohan, Ravi goes to school. Now again we have here future tense. So now we need not to change in the tense of reported speech. So but we need to change say into tell. So Rohan will tell Mohan that Ravi goes to school. So whenever there is present or future tense in reporting part, or the reporting verb is in present or future tense, the tense of reported speech will remain the same. It will not change. But if we are having reporting verb as past tense, so we need to change in the tense of reported speech. Now whenever we have reporting verb in its past form, we need to change in the tense of reported speech. How we will change it? Let's know the first rule. We need to change present indefinite tense into past indefinite tense. For example, Rohan said to me, Ravi goes to market. So Rohan told me that Ravi went to market. Now I have changed this present indefinite tense into past indefinite tense. Change present continuous tense into past continuous tense. Means if we have reported part in present continuous tense, we have to change it in past continuous tense in case if we are having reporting verb in past form. So Rohan said to me, Ravi is going to market. So I have to change Rohan told me that Ravi was going to market. Now if we have present perfect tense, then we have to change in past perfect tense. For example, Rohan said to me, Ravi has gone to market. So Rohan told me that Ravi had gone to market. Now next rule, change present perfect continuous tense into past perfect continuous tense. For example, Mohit said to me, Arun has been doing maths work since morning. Now, Mohit told me that Arun had been doing maths work since morning. Next rule. Now, past tense. If there is past tense in reported speech, what sorts of rule we will apply? So, the first one, if past indefinite tense is there in reported speech, we need to change it in past perfect tense. For example, he said to me, Rohit went for a night party. So he told me that Rohit had gone for a night party. Then after, if we have past continuous tense, then we need to change it in past perfect continuous tense. So, the example, he said to me, Rudra was fighting with Sakar. So, he told me that Rudra had been fighting with Sakar. Now, past perfect tense and past perfect continuous tense will remain the same. Means, if we have past perfect tense or past perfect continuous tense in reported speech, so we need not to change in the tense of these tense. For example, he said to me, Rohan had gone outside. So he told me that Rohan had gone outside. You can see that in this sentence we have had gone and there also we have had gone. So now perfect continuous tense. He said to me, Rohan had been doing his work for 2 days. So he told me that Rohan had been doing his work for 2 days. In future tense we have will shall. So if we have this kind of sentence, what we need to do? We need to change will shall into would should. For example, he said to me, Ravi will go to play. So he told me that Ravi would go to play. If we have I and we here as subject, we need to use should. Now, if we have can, we need to change into could. If we have may, we need to change into might. If we have has have, we need to change into have. But if we are having the word like must, need not, dare not, ought to, ought not to, could, would, should. So this kind of word will not be changed. Now apart from the rules that I have given you earlier, we have some exceptions of tense also, like whenever there is universal truth, habitual action or any proverb in reported speech, we need not to change in the tense of reported speech. For example, my father said the sun rises in the east. So we have here universal truth. So my father said that the sun rises in the east. Now for habitual action, my father said to me, dogs bark at the stranger. So my father told me that dogs bark at the stranger. Now for proverb, for example, Rohan said knowledge is power. So Rohan said that knowledge is power. So now this is all about the changes in tense. In my next video, I will teach you all about how to change in pronoun and how to change in the word that relate to time.